Welcome to this quick episode of Liberty Creek. Today we are talking briefly about my Predator 3500 inverter generator. This thing is a workhorse, folks. If I had to recommend a generator, it's this one. Hopefully you got the Black Friday sale. They had it for like 800 bucks or something. I bought this for about 800. It's going for over 9 now. The good thing about this particular generator sold by Harbor Freight is it comes with the battery. I bought one of the more powerful, but also a lot louder, construction site super backup generator. And I forget which one I bought, but I'll post a picture. That is loud. So if your power went off at your off-grid property or at home, you live in a neighborhood and you have to crank that over for a day or two, it's going to be loud and your neighbors are going to be pissed. But this little bad boy here, for all my subscribers know that I have a Hyundai generator too, and that thing is great, but it's not as powerful, but it costs more money than this one. And this is just as quiet as the Honda, maybe even a little bit more quieter. I've had it for, I don't know, 2 years now, and I have a lot of hours on it, and it has never ever failed me. Now, one of my videos I made was the exhaust modification I made, and that modification in that video had a ton of views, over probably like 60,000 views or something, and it's one of my most famous videos. And that absolutely 100%, I don't care what anybody says, that worked great for me. I've had people complain. I put the blue lock thread on the bolts, and I actually bought longer bolts, and I think it's in the video. So my bolts never worked itself free, and everything was tight. Never had any problem with that exhaust, except, here it comes, it's not the best way to do it. The problem I had is, if you look over at my generator shed, is right now I don't have the exhaust on it. It's all black in the back because it just blows out and hits. That's not the safest thing to do. But for about, I don't know, a year and a half, I ran the modification that I made from the black pipe, if you watch that video. Problem I have is every time I fuel my generator, I have to pull it out like you see here. Fill it with the Sure can. I recommend that gas can. Is the best gas can I have ever owned. The easiest, it doesn't spill, it's perfect, love it. That is a piece of crap. You will definitely get gasoline everywhere and it spills. But getting back to what I said, is one day I'm pulling it in and I didn't have the exhaust lined up with my hole, because I push it right through, and then what happened is I smashed it into the back of the wall. It went ahead and cracked the muffler housing, and now the muffler is shaking and making noises and stuff. But before that, and I mean, I had it for like a year and a half, never one problem. But one day I came out here, I pulled out, it was dark or whatever, boom. And as soon as I started up, I knew I did something. And sure enough, I had to take it home. I take it apart, and I see that I cracked the muffler housing. It's leaking now. It was a bad day. What I did is I tack welded it, and it worked fine again. But I was afraid the stress, and I had to put a gasket on and all the sealer. But I was afraid the stress from the extra pipe, even though that the pipe does lay on the back hole like that, I was like, I have to come up with something better. So I removed it. I've been running it like factory ever since, and that's why the back wall's turning black, because it's getting soot and crap. Now, one subscriber I have reached out to me and said, a better way of doing that, and this is, no one really knows that I haven't been running the exhaust the way that I have been for a year and a half. This happened probably about 6 months ago. He said there's an exhaust you could buy online. I'll put the link I don't know how to hook it up to my account so I get some kickback from it. But so I'm just putting the link of what I bought here. It comes in different sizes. This is like really thin stuff, and he says this slips on perfectly, and you can actually use the clamps that comes with it to clamp it on. And I went to AutoZone and all, you know, those you could buy it in the boxes in the aisles. They have similar things like this, and they're supposed to be 1 inch, and I bought it. Don't fit, and you cannot clamp it. That's some heavy duty metal. It doesn't work. But they swear, I think this is called something like a diesel engine exhaust or something like that. But I did a search for it. It came up, and I bought it. And I'm gonna see if he says this thing fits snug. Clamp it down, it won't go anywhere. It's flexible, feed it right out. And then probably pretty much, I bought the longer one. I probably don't even need to take it out and line it up. It'll just go in and out. It's like, you know, it's really light material. But I'm gonna go ahead, hook it up, give it a try. Also, I'll show you how many hours I put on this thing. This thing runs like a champ. Done deal, folks. And it wasn't too bad. It did slip right on, and I was able to tighten it down. I don't know if I'm gonna have to get something a little bit more like a 1 inch pipe clamp to really tighten it down, like a 1 inch muffler pipe clamp. Let me show you how I got it here. I did have to cut it. It was way too long, so I'm just sticking out there like that. What I usually have on this piece of wood, I have a sheet of metal that I hang, so if any sparks come out, that falls. I've been running it like this for, like I said, like 2 years. I've never had any issues or anything. So let me show you how this thing turns over. Hasn't turned over in probably a week. Even when my solar's up and running 100%, I will still come out and turn this over at least once a month. Make sure you give the oil changes, because that one time your solar goes down on you, like recently you found out in a couple videos from other channels, is, you know, your solar goes down, you need that generator back up, and you go to turn it over, it doesn't work properly, and that's because you're not doing the maintenance you should on it, especially if you're a prepper. But no one's perfect. Everyone gets complacent, but remember, complacency kills. Anyway, like I said, this is the way to go, folks. I'm thinking about actually picking up another one of these for backup, because it does surge now. The carburetor probably has a little clog in one of the jets or something. I do notice a surge, like it, you know, when you run in it, you can hear it going up and down, and I haven't addressed that yet. I don't know if these are workable carburetors. I could dig in there and clean all the jets out and put it all back together. Maybe that's something I'll be tackling this summer. But I do want to get another Predator, because as I said, the price keeps going up and up, especially on these, and I would like to grab one before, you know, it's over $1,000. What makes this one cool, it does have a 12-volt plug, and you know, my lawn tractor, a couple times the battery died on it. It comes with a little charger. All you do is plug it into 12 volt, and you clamp the 2 on the battery, and I was able to start my lawnmower after an hour of the charging. So things like that do come in handy, and like I said, I've never had an issue with this generator. So I'm gonna start this up. I'll let it run for a while, and I'll let you know if I have any problems today with this, and be sure to check back in future episodes, and I'll tell you if I I kept this setup or not, and how it's been running. It was very easy. It's freezing out. My hands are starting to fail me, but I was able to do it in like 5 minutes, put it all together, and we'll go from there. So let me show you how many hours I got on this thing. I don't even know, to be honest with you, but I've been running it for a while. And to start it, all you do is click it over to start. I do have a remote, and it works great, but this is my second time getting one, and it seems like, I don't know if it's not pulling the choke enough. It's such a pain in the ass sometimes to start with the remote. I have to come out here and start it manually, but what a lifesaver at the end of the night. Don't watching a movie or something and you want to kill it for the end of the night, and you just walk over with the remote. It always shuts off. It just doesn't start. I think I have to go in there and adjust the choke, and again, I doubt I'll be doing that this winter. All right, let me stop yapping. Let's see. So you click it over on start. This little toggle switch I put in myself, that is for the remote start, and I always start it with it off on start, the eco on off, and you just push it. Starts right up. Let it go for a second. Then click it over on run. Go up. And now, you know, that's a little loud. You know, louder than when I first purchased it. But kick it on eco and it'll slow right down. That's on a high idle. Comes down. I don't hear it surging right now. Well, I don't have anything plugged into it. That may be a reason it surges. I don't know. So that's a lot of hours, folks. Now, when I put this in, this is how I ran it to my cabin. We're off grid. So I'm gonna just plug it in like so, twist it, light comes on, cabin's got full power right now. I have it running through here. I didn't want the generator right next to the cabin because of the noise, even though it's very, very quiet generator, but still, you know, I just don't want to hear any of it. So as we move away, you see it's getting quieter, and I'll show you. So what I did is I have like a RV outlet here, and I got outdoor underground Romex. I think, I'm almost positive I ran conduit all the way down here, under here, and then I have the conduit coming up into the utility room right there, and then that goes into the wall and goes into my electrical box that I did myself. There's a video for that as well. But yeah, if you're just checking out the Predator video, everything on this channel, normal content, is how I built this cabin here myself on the weekends. We're entering our 4th year, or we're in our 4th year of the build. But there's my dog, my daughter. But yeah, I did it all myself, just on weekends, and by myself, with the help of my wife. I had a buddy of mine, Vinny, come and help me with the roof. And Pops, can't forget about Pops. Pops helped a lot too. And but that's it. We got this done. This took about 3 years of my life. That's what I've been doing. And there's a walkthrough video of my finishing the 3rd year of the build. And I really haven't done too much since then because it's getting cold. So let me check back with you in a little bit, and I'll show you the status with the exhaust and my opinion on which way you should go. So folks, I'm inside where it's warm. The generator was working fine all day because my wife and daughter's been in here watching Christmas shows thanks to the generator supplying some power. It is cold out there. So far the muffler looks great. Looks like it's working fine. Tomorrow I'll take another look at it when it's brighter out. It doesn't look like it's loose or anything, and it's been running for hours. So that was so easy to do. I had to cut it down because it was too long, but I would recommend going that way. So thanks for watching, folks. That's the end. I hope this video helps someone out there looking to extend your exhaust on the Predator. And if I knew this, 3 years ago or 2 years ago, I would have went this way. This is the absolute best way. I highly recommend doing it this way than anything else I have seen on the internet, and I have looked everywhere. All right, folks, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, give me that like, hit the like, thumbs up, and I appreciate everyone. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace. Oh, Brittany's giving the peace.
Peace.
Getting the Christmas spirit.
Ho, ho.
Look at this dog. These people are crazy.